You're watching Mustang TV News.
This might not look normal, but that's because this is our at-home edition of Mustang TV News. I'm Jessica Workman. So many of you all have been really concerned and had many questions on what's going to happen over the course of next month. And all reporters have kept in touch with teachers, community members, and fellow students that they interviewed over Zoom to maintain social distancing.
COVID-19 has forced an unprecedented change in everyone's schedules, from students to teachers and even our principal, Matthew Hauser. I was able to catch up with Mr. Hauser and ask him how this has affected him and his role as principal at McCracken County High School.
It's basically shut a lot of things down, or at least led them to a grinding halt. Decisions are changing all the time because information's changing all the time. Nobody's ever seen anything like this.
With the additional time granted by COVID-19 and NTI days, Mr. Hauser has used this opportunity to create a podcast where he updates it nearly daily and showcases different parts of the school and school staff.
Personally, that's a medium that I love and I value, and so I thought that it would be a fun way to contribute to try to help students get to hear some familiar voices from the school. And I thought it would be cool to hear some behind-the-scenes type of stuff that they don't always get privy to.
Lastly, he wanted to share this message to the entire student body.
Hang in there, guys. I mean, we are all making the best of it, and it's definitely not ideal, but I continue to hear story after story about people just really having each other's back. I feel like we're all supporting one another. And it's times like these that end up bringing us all together, and we realize how much we mean to each other and how important our relationships are. And so, school doesn't look like school right now, but that's okay. And we're making the best of it. I know that from the top down, our commitment is to our students, making sure that they have what they need. And so we're thinking about you every day. We miss you every day. We don't like this either, I promise. And it's something that we hope ends soon enough so that we can salvage some of the school year. But we can't make any assurances or promises because we don't know. Like I said earlier, this thing is so fluid. Decisions are changed, or decisions are being made based on new data all the time. And so it's really hard to find solid footing right now in anything. So really what we can stand firm on is that we do care about each other and that we are here for one another. If you need anything at all you have to do is let somebody at the school know, and we'll take care of it.
For Mustang TV News, I'm Kyler Adams.
For students all across McCracken County, the reactions taken due to the COVID-19 outbreak have been nothing short of eventful, with new cases appearing every day, and businesses having to adjust their daily routines in order to meet the new demands of the virus. Everyone in the state of Kentucky and the nation are feeling the effects. Where once students would go to school to receive their classes, now students are having to take part in non-traditional learning.
It's stupid.
How is it stupid?
Because, I don't know.
Restaurant parking lots that used to have customers are now empty. While some struggle to meet the demands of having children at home all the time now, others, such as Crystal Bridges, who's a billing manager for a company in Nashville known as Bradley Healthcare, she counts herself lucky.
I already work from home. The only thing that's different is now the kids are out of school, so we're having to work on things here instead of at school, which makes it a little more challenging.
Schools were originally set to possibly go back on April 20th. However, recently President Donald Trump increased social distancing guidelines to April 30th. As of Thursday, schools will now possibly go back on May 1st. From Mustang TV News, I'm Cullen Bridges.
With the virus spreading and the tensions rising, many Americans worry that this may be devastating to the U.S.'s economy, well-being, and for the younger ones, education. We asked mother and community member Michelle Doty how to get through this outbreak.
Nobody's fully prepared, but we always like to keep extra supplies in the house because I don't like shopping, so we'll be okay.
Michelle truly believes that if we communicate, we can get through this.
I think everybody's going to come together and try to help everybody else, hopefully. So I think there's some resources out there, like Family Service Society. I know they're already trying to help, so just reach out. Somebody will help you.
Please be cautious of the virus. If you need any advice, call a medical professional. For Mustang TV News, I'm Ethan Doty.
This week marked the third week of NTI learning for McCracken County students. I got a chance to catch up with junior Elizabeth Corey to ask her how she's adapted to the changes in learning.
It was a little weird at first. Like, I definitely had to, really check Google Classroom and, reread things over, make sure I got the assignments right. But now I really like it.
Corey is also a member of the archery team and is our first ever archer to qualify for state. But she learned one day before the competition that it, among all other sports in Kentucky, was canceled due to the coronavirus.
I'm definitely disappointed. And at first I was a little, mad and, upset. But now I've kind of, accepted it. I think I've grieved the season and, what it could be. And I'm just kind of okay, I'm prepared for next year.
Corey, not only a great archer, but a great musician, was contracted along with Marika Ray to perform with Music City Drum Corps this summer. But DCI announced on March 26th that the 2020 tour was canceled.
It took a lot for the staff to really, come to that decision. They, you had to think of all the profits they lost, refunding all the money to the members. It's definitely a big hit for the community in general. The conditions of drum corps obviously are not easy. And I think it would have been really hard for everyone with a virus going around.
She also told me that she thinks it's important to listen to warnings given by top health officials so that we can get back to our normal lives sooner rather than later. For Mustang TV News, I'm Brendan Evers.
It's been about 2 weeks since businesses have been closed down from COVID-19. So far, only essential businesses can stay open, which can hurt a lot of people's wallets. Many owners are taking it to the extreme to keep their business clean so that their customers can trust them. We spoke to John Workman, the operating partner of Papa John's, to see how his business is staying open.
We provided a table now up front so that when customers come in, there's a 6-foot barrier to maintain that 6-foot safety for the customer and for the team member.
He also told us that they are now washing their hands every 10 minutes.
A pizza runs through an oven at 450 degrees, and there's nothing that can live through that temperature. Pizza is one of the few items that are never touched after it's cooked. So
Next time you go out to get food, please be aware and stay healthy. For Mustang TV News, I'm Jessica Workman.
To help practice social distancing, many things have been closed, and citizens around the nation are being told to stay inside. I spoke with Chaucer Eyrig to get his perspective on things currently and any advice he has to give.
I don't work anymore because I worked at the mall. I think that the best thing to do is to just stay inside and don't get others sick, even if you think that you don't have it. I personally think working out is working pretty well for me.
We asked Sean Barber, a member of KEA and 7th grade middle school teacher at Reedland, her thoughts on how NTI has affected her students as well as herself.
I'm missing the kids a lot, and trying to keep up with that many at home has been quite challenging but fun. We're having Zoom meetings, so we're getting to see some of the kids. Not everybody has that technology, so it's kind of sad when I don't get to see those kids, but we're really embracing it, and we're having a lot of fun with using internet and the programs on the computer too. We're learning new ways to teach, so it's kind of cool too. If this happened when I was a kid, we wouldn't have all the social media and ways to contact our friends, and so that would be much hard. I think it would be much harder, but I think the kids are adapting. It's kind of hard, but they're really enjoying the Zoom programs, but they keep saying they want to come back. We want to get back to school. We want to get back to our normal.
Our Adam Handley asked Mr. Truffle of the English department at MCHS how the school closure had been affecting him.
So as far as what I try to get the students to accomplish, it hasn't changed. But as far as interacting with material and creating lesson plans and setup, since you can't show as much face-to-face, a lot of the examples have to be provided beforehand, or we create Zoom classrooms to interact online, and I can show things, go over material, or create presentations with the students on hand. The interactions have really grown. I like the way you get to know students in different ways and learn about them. One of the biggest problems I'm having right now is a lot of my seniors are working a lot. They have these jobs that are essential to getting what people need out, and they are being worked a lot.
The non-traditional instruction, I would say it's different. And I don't think that introducing new material works extremely well with non-traditional instruction because students learn differently. Some students, I could have made a video and taught something and expected them to watch it, and they would, and they're auditory learners and they learn just fine. And then others, they need more one-on-one instruction. And so introducing new material is a difficult thing. I'm not going to be able to introduce new material at the same rigor that I would in the classroom, where I'm able to oversee everything. And so that's been different. Now, something that is also different about my classes is that it's a lot of labs, and my students are not able to get into my kitchen at school and do the labs that go along with the curriculum that I teach. I have had a good turnout with the number of students that are participating and turning in classroom assignments and things like that, but I do wish that we were back in the classroom.
When drama student Abby Meadows attended rehearsal on Wednesday, March 11th, she wasn't expecting it to be her last.
What I'm missing out on most is Grease. I was in the show as Radio Woman, and I'm really missing the cast and all of our directors, and I'm missing going after school every day to rehearsal and getting to see everybody's beautiful faces. Performing something that I really love, and we were really excited to put on the show for Paducah, and it'll just have to be at a later date. I had a feeling that it would last longer than 2 weeks, which I was really dreading. I felt that when they had called us out for 2 weeks, it was really like early in the game, and we're only like discovering more cases like as the days go on. I'm missing everything and everybody. So it's unfortunate, but I feel that us as a community, we can get through it.
We go together like
On Saturday, March 28th, on what would have been closing night, 9 McCracken County High School and the spring musical Grease seniors came together to make a special video of them singing the song We Go Together, potentially for the final time. Almost immediately, the video began to go viral and made an appearance on Governor Beshear's daily update video. The video itself now has over 100,000 views. We spoke with Lucas Bohannon, the mastermind behind this treat.
The goal behind it was originally just supposed to be a closing night tribute to Miss Bowden. Obviously, I never expected it to blow up like it did. I never expected it to go so far as Olivia Newton-John tweeting about this, or the possibility of in the first place. I think this was a great moment just to shine a little light on just everything that's going on right now. This was definitely a positive for us, and just something that's making people all over the country happy.
This video is one example of how people are looking to spread positivity in these dark times. For Mustang TV, I'm Trevor Champion.
Thank you for watching our at-home edition of Mustang TV News. We hope that everyone is staying healthy and washing their hands. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate and tweet us at Mustang TV News. We hope to see everyone very soon. And always remember that everyone matters and every moment counts.